Yo, hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my office. Another short film. We're just getting ready, and I just got back from some vacation and also some training, and sold another house in St. George. So I'm glad to be back, and I'm now in my office, so that's nice. You can see my desk is a legitimate wreck, and so I'm gonna get that cleared up here this week, hopefully. So anyway, without further ado, I did have somebody that was suggesting to have the Home Scout video remade. One, the sound quality was junk. You guys have seen that before. But there were some things that we wanted to add into the Home Scout video. So without further ado, here we go. All right. So Home Scout is an app that us as realtors and our team in specific has access to, and we get that access from Fairway Mortgage, and I'll talk more about that soon. But it is an app that we have access to that we can send our clients to. They can download that app and they can actually access the entire MLS data through that app, but it is faster and it's easier to use than the MLS app just because that one is really, really slow. So the reason that I like it to benefit our clients is to give them a tool that is much, much faster than the MLS. Legitimately, they can just open it up, click current location, and it will show them whatever's on the market right where they're at. Obviously, it only works in Utah for me if it's one of my clients, and that's all based on which board I'm a part of. And I'll talk more about that here momentarily. So the nice part is this app is just something that an additional tool we can give our clients to make sure that they have access to the MLS in a quicker manner, and then it's actually more accurate than Zillow. Of course, you guys have ran into this where Zillow gives us just erroneous data, and it also just makes it look like there are properties that are distressed or it's pre-foreclosure, and we have clients all the time that are looking for that deal, and they send you this pre-foreclosure from Zillow, and lo and behold, it's not even on the market, or it's not even in foreclosure. And that's because Zillow just runs algorithms that they think is a home that fits that criteria, which may or may not be true. Of course, they have lots of data to go on, so sometimes they do get it right, but that's few and far between from my experience. All right, so that is what Home Scout is. Should we use it? In my opinion, as a realtor and as somebody who has clients that I want to give tools to, yes. The tool itself is very, very good. I enjoy giving it to my clients. So should we use it? Yes. Let me talk about the main benefits as well. I guess that last question was kind of an easy one. The main benefits here are it is easy to use. It is a client assistance program, meaning that they have instant access to their lender, which you'll see we have Vicky Blackie that's now giving it to us from Fairway Mortgage. And I'll talk about that in a second. But they have instant access to say, hey, I just saw this house. I wonder what the payment would be. There are tools that they can see right in the app that shows them bottom line payments and things like that. But as we all know, there's 150 things that goes into calculating payment size. And so it's easier if your client just has a quick boom, they can get a hold of the lender. So that's what I love as well. All right, accurate data. Of course, I just said it comes straight from the MLS. That's why it's accurate. Let's see. I'm going to add one more main benefit here is, let's see. What do I want to type it as here? Let's use client tracking. Okay. Another main benefit that I love, and I guess I just didn't write it up here, as I was speaking about it, then this thing popped up. So the client tracking piece is nice because when we give it to our client gets to see all the homes straight on the MLS or straight off the MLS. But we, as their realtor, get to follow along. What are they looking at? What criteria do they have? Are they looking in a new area that they've never told us? And now we're like, oh, now we're seeing that they're interested in, let's say, very far south or Benjamin or Lakeshore or Spanish Fork, or maybe they're like, wow, I could really live north. The drive's not that bad. And maybe they were checking out homes way up there. So it's nice for us because we can actually see what they're looking at. And if they favorite one, then we get to see that as well. And that gives us an opportunity to reach out and say, hey, I saw that you favorited or loved this house. What is it about the house that you loved? And do you want to go and see it? Like, should we set something up? So for me, the huge benefit as a realtor is the ability to see exactly what they're looking at and their criteria and all the homes that really generate that excitement for them because they're loving it or favoriting those homes. So that makes it easier for me to really start dialing in on what they want, because you get a new buyer and they tell you, oh, we must have 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Well, and then later on you figure out that they really need 4 bedrooms or something like that, right? And you guys have worked with tons of clients that have told you what they wanted, and lo and behold, it is a completely separate topic about what they actually want. So that just makes it nice for us to follow along and see what they're looking at. All right, so how do we sign up for it? People that are on my team and associated with Fitness Realty can text or call Vicky Blackie from Fairway Mortgage. And small plug here, Fairway Mortgage has given us tons of tools to shoot commercials and tons of like flyers and all sorts of print material that we've had access to. Love those guys. Josh Metal over there, good friend of mine. He's just killing it in that market, doing really well. Just as super like a guy that you just want to hang out with because he has so much energy. So if you've never met him, go meet Josh Metal. Go meet Vicky Blackie, and Vicky can actually hook us up for Home Scout. So that's the main point I was trying to get at, I guess. Text her, say, hey, I'm with Fitness Realty and I want Home Scout. How do I gain access? She sets you up an account, goes to your email, then you set up and get it started, and then you can actually start sending that to clients, which brings us to the next topic, how to market it. I'm sure many of you on my team have seen me post something about Home Scout onto Facebook. That is one of my most favorite places to post stuff. And you'll see me write like, Zillow sucks, blah, blah, blah. Check out Home Scout. Or something like that, right? Some catchy little phrase to try Home Scout out. And what I've found is over the last probably 8-9 months that I've been using Home Scout and trying to really develop a strategy for sending it to people, I've probably put 100 new buyers into that program, which is incredible, right? I mean, if you were working with 100 people and you maybe only close 3 or 4 of those in a year, is that worth it for your time? In my opinion, I vote yes. Home Scout gives us the ability to do that. So, I love marketing it on Facebook. Of course, you guys have seen, I just love social media, posting it all over Instagram, Facebook, wherever. For those of you that have a lot of traffic to your Facebook page, that would be a great place. If you find that you send out more emails or something, put it in your email signature. It's super easy to do that. I would show you mine, but there's a ton of other things on my other screen, so it's all good. But the easy way to load this to your email signature is to just get a little graphic that says, search homes in Utah. Click this link, and the link would be your Home Scout. So I'm going to show you those things now. I'm going to give you a walkthrough tutorial now that you don't have to listen to me the whole time. Okay. So this is what Home Scout looks like. This is what they would see if they logged into it from a computer. On the phone, it kind of smashes everything down, of course. It operates, in my opinion, it operates pretty well on a phone. I think the web page is a little better because you can see all the information all in one thing. Obviously, on a mobile device, you can't do that, so you kind of have to squeeze everything. So let's just see. My house is about right here. This house is just down around the corner from me. So it's active right now, been online 28 days, which is, as far as you guys know, in Utah, 28 days on the market as active is way too long. Usually this is a sign that the price is too high, or the pictures sucked, or the house just sucks in general. All right, so let's do something cool here. When I had searched, I just went to current location. That's how we got to right here. Let's see. I don't want the sold properties on there. So you can really see there are a lot of filters. There's a lot of criteria you can change so that your client or you, when you're out hunting around, can just see what's available, see how Home Scout works. So I always leave actives, of course. Blue distressed properties, foreclosures, bank owned, short sales. I have never seen one of these blue dots on here yet. If you guys see one, let me know, and then I can kind of see what the criteria is for that. But I just haven't seen any yet. So if you do, let me know. Right now, I have it set to land properties because I'm working with a client who's looking for land. Obviously, I have single family homes. I do have a client that's up north, so maybe we would be looking for multifamily. He wants to do a buy and hold situation, so that'll be cool for him. And then you could have pending and contingents down here. I tend to steer away from those just because the chances of you actually picking one of those up is very, very rare. Now, if it's the house that your client is like, this is the house, well, by all means, go tackle that sucker. So then show only open houses, you can do that too. I don't have any that popped up with an open house on this side. Let's see. Oh, here's one. So this one has an open house. So you can click that. You can see it's going to be Monday on the 17th from 4 to 6. So that's kind of cool. But this just gives an easy way for your client to see, oh, there's an open house. Boom, we can go and check it out, you know. So there's tons of cool things in here. You can even filter it by price, of course, beds, baths, even more filters if you have a certain acre lot size that you're interested in. Year built, of course, a lot of people are looking for brand new homes right now. Typically brand new homes right now are cheaper per square foot than an existing home. That's just the way the market's going. Oh, excuse me. All right, then you can reset your filters. So this is what Home Scout looks like. You could do what's nice is it operates kind of like Google does. So you can see satellite images. I mean, I think it's ran by Google in the maps. Yep. So it confirms that down here. You can drop your little person down there. You can go and see it. Let's just for fun drop this down here. Oh, look, that's my circle. There's my house back there. So you can see this operates very, very smoothly. Gives your client a ton of tools. Now, let's see something really interesting here. Let's click on that house for a second. Because there are some features that the MLS does not have. And these are some tools that I like to let my client know. Hey, this will give you more access and more tools to look at. So, of course, you get a little synopsis, right? These are the comments that the agent thought were important. That's what's on the MLS. Pertinent information about the home. Here's a fun thing, estimated Home Scout value. So when your client sees 350, right, Home Scout is already determining, well, maybe it's 342, gives you a range, right? So the amount of data that's all over the internet is giving us the tools to have on the fly price evaluations, right? You see it on Zillow, you see it everywhere. Home Scout has that as well. The fun thing that I really like is this lifestyle information. This the MLS does not have, and this is fun to look at. Let's see some schools nearby. Holy cow. Infographics, all awesome, right? Sunrise Elementary, A rating. I love this school. That's where my kids go to elementary. Indian Hills is pretty good too. Shopping nearby. Whoa. Okay, we got Beans and Brew, Beets and Parsnips. Never heard of that, you know. Some cool things to look at. Entertainment, restaurants. I mean, seriously, the MLS has nothing on Home Scout. We just get to use all their data and then come over here and have some fun looking at cool graphics. Fitness, amusement, golf, air quality. I don't even know what that is. Let's go down there and check it out. Air, the Birdman Academy hang gliding. Huh. I'm not sure why that category is called air, but that's cool. So anyway, you can see there's a ton of things in here. Comments. Okay, now your client can leave you a comment. If they type in here, we love this house because it's close to Sunrise Elementary, blah, 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 blah. Boom, they submit it. You get to see that. So you get to follow along. You guys could have a conversation about that home directly in Home Scout, and then everything is tracked. Then you can see it. Then you know what you're talking about. Tons of advanced details. These are most of the other information from the MLS, of course. So you can see all that on the MLS itself. Now, this is something that I love down here is when you send this to your clients, they get to see your face every time. And then here is that link to the lender. They can call the office, hit his cell phone up, go see their website, send him an email, right? Maybe they're like, I really love this house. I want to see what the payment is, blah, blah, blah. Boom, they can go see it from Josh. I got mine from Josh, that's why he's on here. Everybody else that's coming in brand new, they'll have Vicky Blackie as their representative from Fairway. So, okay, that's what that looks like. Now, when you're a realtor and you get the Home Scout dashboard, there's tons of things in customer management. I can't click on these because then all my clients' information is there. I don't want to share that across YouTube. But the cool thing is you'll have this page for my info, not me, but yours. And you'll be able to share Home Scout anywhere. Copy that link, send it to Facebook. Sometimes I click on this Facebook link, but I usually just copy the link, then go there. Or you can email it to them. You can also, let's see. You can also add clients straight in Home Scout, but I usually just like to send the link and send it directly to them so that they can just put their information in themselves. All right, so a wrap up. Home Scout is a tool to give us really, really good access to the MLS data, some extra data that I showed you. It's incredibly easy to use, and you can track your clients and what they're doing. So I love that, and this has been a great video from TJ McClellan. I'm the broker of Fitness Realty. Hopefully you guys learned something, and hopefully you will use Home Scout. Give Vicky Blackie a call. Later.